to my YouTube channel. What's goody? What we doing today? It's a beautiful day, sunny. Alhamdulillah, our praises due to the Most High. I know it's a little early. Today's the first day of the trial of the cop that killed George Floyd. So, today's the first day. So a lot of people out here, you know what I'm saying? Like, a lot of people out here in Minnesota, come to see what's up. What's goody. So a lot of people out here in Minnesota came to see what's up with this trial stuff going on. It's the first day. And honestly, I don't know. I don't know how it's going to go. I think that hopefully, what's good. Hopefully, they convict him. Hopefully they find him guilty, about the stuff he did. Because otherwise, I just feel like, they're going to wild out again. They're going to go crazy. Like, if there's no justice, so-called justice, right? If some don't do no time, it's going to get crazy again. And I see it. I already see it coming. So I think that they know that. I feel like they know that. They know that they gotta give this dude some time, Like, they might probably give him like 5 years. I think they'll give him like 5 years. I don't see him getting like, maybe even 10. I could see from 5 to 10. I could see him getting maybe from 5 to 10. Is he gonna get that? I don't know. I don't know if he's gonna get all that time, but I can see him getting that. I don't know if he's innocent. I think that, again, like, I made a video about accountability. Make sure y'all like the video so it can circulate. So I made a video about accountability, right? I made a video about accountability, and what's good? I made a video about accountability, and basically, I don't think we take accountability for some of the stuff that we do. Now, to be honest, maybe he wasn't involved in nothing, but they say they got him on text messages. They say they got him in conversations. They say they got him, look, when the feds come for you, you got to understand this. When the feds come for you, they got something. They got some type of information. I don't know if it's substantial, but like, when they come after you, they got you. Like, they're not going to play. They're not going to just, like, use their little resources and they can't really get you. It's hard to beat the feds. Damn near nobody beats the feds. You know what I'm saying? Like, exactly. When the feds come, they damn near already have a whole case. So I don't know. I wouldn't say if he innocent, but anyway, I just feel like whatever we do, we gotta be accountable. You gotta be able to tell yourself, like, I put myself in a situation and I gotta get myself out. Like, this idea of like, oh, it's not my fault, it's somebody else's fault. It's not gonna take us long. I mean, it's not gonna get us where we need to be. You know what I'm saying? It's really not gonna get us where we need to be. So I feel like when we sit here, the longer we sit here and do stuff like that, the longer we sit here and say like, oh, it's the white man's fault, or it's my ex fault, is this person's fault, it's my teacher's fault, it's this person's fault. We never gonna go nowhere. Because the moment you throw away the blame from you to somebody else, you don't gotta do work. Because it don't matter what you do. Because it's not your fault, it's somebody else's fault. And I also want to address some of the comments, right? Make sure y'all like it though. Because, excuse me, some people were talking about some people were triggered and they were so quick to come on the video talking about like, oh yeah, how can we not blame the white man? The white man got us living in the ghetto. The white man got us systematically oppressed. the white man created redlining. The white man, you know, I know this stuff, right? You know what I'm saying? Like, I know that if you watch some of my other content, you will see that I don't really take it easy on the white man. You know what I'm saying? But I tell people this all the time. I tell people, make sure y'all like the video, you know what I'm saying, so it can circulate. But I tell people this all the time. What is that going to get us? You know what I'm saying? What's good, what's good, what's good? What is that going to get us? What is blaming somebody else going to get us? Nothing, right? It's the same thing with justice. Facts, I got you, it's coming. I appreciate it, brother. What is that going to get us, right? Like, for example, look at justice. Okay, Philly in the house. For example, look at the term justice. There's no such thing as justice. You know why? Because the moment I get locked up, like if I get locked up, right, and I pay a lawyer, my lawyer job is to defend me. I could tell my lawyer, yeah, I killed them. I could tell my lawyer, yeah, I did this. Yeah, I did that. I got you, they coming. See more people like you, okay. You know what I'm saying? I could sit here and say, oh, it's not my fault. You know what I'm saying? Like, I can sit here and make an excuse, right? But look, the moment I hire a lawyer, definitely, I appreciate y'all too. The moment I hire a lawyer, I have to, well, I got to tell him the truth so he could represent me, he or she, right? And then after that, the lawyer has to do its best job to represent me so I can beat my case. So what type of justice is that? What type of justice is there when you can kill somebody and get away with it because you had a good lawyer? When you could rape somebody and get away with it because you had a good lawyer? When you could rob and take somebody's stuff and get away with it because you had a good lawyer? What type of justice is that? So that's why when people start talking about prison abolition, when people start talking about certain things, I just be looking at them like they crazy. When people start talking about like, oh, we need to close prisons, I'll be like, okay, we're gonna close prisons and do what? And they can't talk, right? They'll be like, oh, we're gonna take the money and we're gonna do this and we're gonna do that. Like, you know, they got like this Power Ranger coalition. Like, yo, this ain't a movie, homie. Like, what we gonna do if we close jails and prisons right now? You know what I'm saying? It's like, you sound dumb. Should prisons, and you know, a lot of the people that be saying a lot of this stuff, they never went to prison. They never had to experience some of these people, some of these little monsters in the hood. They didn't have to experience that. You know, so it's like when you sit here, like if you didn't grow up and people were shooting at you and people was taking your shit and robbing you at gunpoint and people was doing certain things, how you gonna sit here and talk about we don't need prisons? You know what I'm saying? How we gonna sit here and talk about we don't need prisons? How a white person from the suburbs is a prison abolitionist and you ain't never have to confront or you never have to deal with people that just think a certain way, right? Like what are we gonna do? You know, Pac mentioned something one time. He said that the police comes to our neighborhood. You're right. So the police, he said the police comes to your neighborhood. He said the police comes to your neighborhood in riot gear. They come to our neighborhood with bulletproof vests. They come to our neighborhood with guns. They come to our neighborhood with all type of stuff, right? Because they're trying to be protected from certain people in our community. You know, we got to be real with each other. The police want to be protected from certain people in our community. This is why they come dressed up a certain way. So Pac said, and then you expect me to live in the same community and have no gun, have no bulletproof vest, and just deal with it. Like how you make that make sense? How you expect me to just deal with what's going on in my neighborhood and I can't have a gun, I can't have a bulletproof vest, I can't have most of the stuff that you come in my neighborhood with, right, to protect yourself. So there is different people in the hood. There's different people in the hood. There's some people in the hood who they might steal, right? They might go steal because they need to eat or they need to do certain things. And then there's some people in the hood who just trigger happy. They got guns. They get beat up. They go through a certain situation. They get emotional and they just think they could just take life. They just think they could just do certain things. And we could get in here and start talking about like, oh, but the reason is this. The reason for that. It's like, at some point we got to be accountable. At some point you got to be like, okay, where's the accountability? I get it. The white man put us in the ghetto, right? Okay. Okay, the white man got us thinking like, we thinking like a slave because we've been indoctrinated. Make sure y'all like the video. Yeah, we've been indoctrinated. But the whole thing I'm trying to get at is like, where's the accountability? At what point? At what point? So, for example, right? I'll give you another example. A lot of people been getting stimulus checks. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people getting stimulus checks. I'm pretty sure some people probably accumulated like around $10,000 or more of like stimulus checks. I'm saying some people been racking up. You know what they doing? Just watch what they doing, cause they're gonna show you. Look at what they're doing. They taking flights every other week. You know what I'm saying? Like they spending it on designer stuff. They doing a lot of stupid stuff with it. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, you know what I'm saying? But a lot of people getting it. You know what I'm saying? But look at this. People flying out every week. They going to Miami every other day. They going to Atlanta. They going to Vegas. They going like all different type of places. Mexico. You know what I'm saying? They getting the drip. You know what I'm saying? They getting the drip, chasing new phones, doing all of that. Cool. No investment. No bank account. Maybe some of them probably got bank accounts. But they're not even thinking about busting big moves. They're not even thinking about like, you know what it is to have 10 racks? A lot of people don't know what it's like to have 10 racks. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people don't. They never seen that much money. You know what I'm saying? But like, you sitting here and you getting money. You know what I'm saying? That, some people got bills. I get it. Some people got bills. Ain't nobody mad at you. I ain't talking about y'all. But there's mad people who ain't got no bills. There's mad people who, they got small bills. You know what I'm saying? They could save a lot of that money. They could do a whole bunch of stuff, right? But guess what? Somebody gonna get on here and gonna say like, yo, but the reason they not saving it is because they didn't teach them in school, my brother. Or the reason they don't got this is because the white man. Yo, come on, man. Like I've been indoctrinated too. Thanks, I appreciate it. I was indoctrinated too, homie. Like everybody not doing the same thing. Everybody not doing the same thing. Some people out here trying to break curses. Some people out here trying to give their children something. So, and I'm not saying that I'm the epitome or everybody could be like me, because everybody can't be like me. But I held myself accountable. I told myself, yo, like, you know what I'm saying? Like you wildin', bro. You know what I'm saying? You wildin'. Exactly. They out here front. You know what I'm saying? They front for the gram. For example, at one point, I had $10,000. Well, close to $10,000. Saving money, being smart. You know what I'm saying? And then when you're not drinking and you're not smoking, you're not doing certain things, you save a lot of your money. You know what I'm saying? That's another thing y'all don't think about. When you're not drinking and you're not smoking, you're not doing that stuff, you save a lot of your money. I was saving a lot of money. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not going out. You know what I'm saying? Like I wasn't doing none of that or whatever. So I'm saving a lot of my money. And you know what? At one point, I messed my money up, right? I messed my money up. I could have sat there and said, oh, it's the white man's fault. And this and that, and the white man, and and the school education is bad, and they don't teach us about finance, and they don't teach us about certain things, and the white man also did this. Like, it's so much things that I could have connected the white man to, but guess what? No, I didn't do that. I said, yo, bro, you got a problem, bro. You messed up, bro. You messing up. And it could be, it could be depression. I get it, because of the environment that we live in, but at the same time, where's the accountability? Because it's cool. Like, I get it. I get the social construct stuff. I get it. Trust me. But at the same time, within that social construct stuff, you got to tell yourself, like, you know what? I could be doing something better. I could be doing something different. I could be moving in a certain way. You can always tell that. You can always tell yourself that. Because there's always room for effort. I mean, there's always room for better improvement. And make sure you like the video if y'all like it. If y'all don't. But, some people was triggered. Some people was in the comments like, it was just like, yo, bro, you sound like a coon. You sound like a this. And it's like, every time somebody tell you the shit you don't want to hear, y'all get triggered. You curse him out. You call him names. You try to discredit what he's saying. You know what I'm saying? This is what we do. This is what we do. We tear each other. Every time we don't like what somebody's saying, we start tearing each other. You know what I'm saying? We start looking for like, oh, what am I going to bring up? You know what I'm saying? Like, oh, you was out here doing this. So they start to bring up your past. You know what I'm saying? When you start talking a certain way, they start to bring up your past. They start bringing up old videos, and that's probably what they're gonna do, right? When they hear me talking about accountability, they probably gonna bring up some old video when I'm going ham on white people, and they're gonna be like, oh, but you said this is contradictory. It's really not, because it's both of those things. The white man do got us, you know what I'm saying, with his foot on our neck. He got his knee on our neck, should I say, right? Rest in peace to George, and hopefully his family get justice, you know? I'm out here in Minneapolis. But yeah, like, the point is, you gotta be accountable, man. You're not gonna change nothing. Nothing gonna change until you sit there and you go do something. And what the first thing you need to do is change your philosophy. A lot of us don't change our philosophy. You know what I'm saying? Some people go to jail, come home, same philosophy. They thinking, I got better now. I'm gonna get away now. I'm smarter now. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you were smarter, you wouldn't go through the same thing. And sometimes you do the same thing differently. You know, like you still go home and sell drugs, or you still go home and rob people. You still go home and do certain things, but you just be like, I'm gonna do it differently. Before I used to be doing it on foot. Now I'm gonna do it in the car. Before I used to trap on the corner. Now I'm gonna trap in the building. Thanks. I appreciate it. Exactly. A lot of people, and you know, they'll look at you like, oh, but they don't got knowledge of stock. Like, we just make too much excuses for one another. You know, it's like a sister get in a bad relationship, she'll blame her mans, right? She'll blame her baby daddy, she'll blame him. But it's like, yo, I'm pretty sure at some point you seen some foul shit from that dude. At some point during your relationship, during whatever was going on, you seen some foul stuff from that dude. But guess what happened? People choose to ignore it. We choose to ignore stuff. Make sure you like the video. We choose to ignore stuff, and you know, whose fault is that? You know how many people told me? Think about this. Even when I went to jail, right? I could say, oh, I went to prison because I'm a black man, and the police out here to get black men and all this stuff. But guess what? Even when I went to jail, before I went to prison, there was people that was telling me, don't do this. There was people that was telling me, don't go that way. There was people that was telling me, yo, this shit ain't what you think it is. There was people that was telling me that. Before I joined the gang, there was people that was probably telling me that too. Like, yo, don't get involved with that. Don't do this. Don't do that. I'm telling you, it's going to mess up your life. And guess what? You know what we do when we young? Get out of here, bro. Like, you don't, get out of here, old head. You don't know what you're talking about. That's what the young boys do today. They be like, yo, get out of here, old head. We doing it different. We doing it our way. Boom, boom, boom. You know what I'm saying? Like, but again, those same people will come back, or people will be saying like, oh, it's a cycle. They didn't know what they was. Come on. Somebody told them. Somebody told them, and they got to hold that down. You got to hold it down. And when you do hold it down, you know what I'm saying? Don't feel too bad. Don't stay down. Don't stay on the ground. You know what I'm saying? Get back up. But you got to hold that. You got to be like, you know what? I fucked up. I did this. I did this to myself. I fucked up. And then after that, you got to move. You got to move a different way. You got to do something different. And I just think that's what it's about, man. And like, it's not going to be no long rant. Like, I'm just sharing certain thoughts. People out here organizing. They want justice. I don't know how long the trial going to take. Hopefully them cops get some time, because this will be like a little change in society, right? These cops get some time, you know, it's gonna be a little change. It's gonna be a little change. And yeah, we need change, man. We need change, not just from the systemic point of view, but we need change in ourselves. And I'm gonna leave y'all with this. This is what I'm gonna leave y'all with. Yeah, it probably take that long. But I'm gonna leave y'all with this. Malcolm X said this, right? And I watch a lot of Malcolm X speeches. Malcolm X said, you know, the first step to actually doing anything different, it's like you have to change your philosophy. You know what I'm saying? You gotta change your philosophy. Philosophy is like ideas, right? Like how you think about certain things. You know what I'm saying? It's a train of thought. What's good? First thing you gotta do is change your philosophy. Because your philosophy, once you change your philosophy, it's gonna change your thought pattern. You start to think different. You know what I'm saying? On a higher frequency, different vibrations. Like the woke people be talking, you gotta be in a high frequency, the big vibrations, you know what I'm saying? Elevate yourself, King. Nah. But you know what I'm saying? You gotta think differently. Change your philosophy. Once you change your philosophy, it will change your thought pattern. Once you change your thought pattern, it will change your attitude about life. your attitude about certain things. You know, you won't be walking around thinking the same way. You won't be walking around with the same attitude once you know certain things, right? Once you change your attitude, you change your behavior. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna change your behavior. And then once your behavior is changed, then you can move about and change certain different things with your actions. You know what I'm saying? But until you get all those things down pat, you're not really doing nothing. You're not really doing nothing. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people quote, a lot of people preach, a lot of people do certain things, but guess what? Your family sees you. You ain't changed, you ain't doing nothing different. Your family watching you. Your family's the first people that watch you. They be like this. It's like when I became Muslim, when I converted to Islam. You know, brothers used to tell me all the time, people gonna watch you. The moment you convert to Islam, people are watching you. They watching you like this. What are you doing? You know what I'm saying? They just watch you. I'm telling you, in prison, when you come home and you tell people you're Muslim, you don't do certain things, you don't drink, you don't smoke, you tell people like, oh, I don't indulge in certain things. They start looking at you like, well, I don't eat pork no more. I don't do this, I don't do that. Like, they just be like, they watch you. And the moment you slip, the moment you fall off that horse, they quick to remind you. They quick to like, not even remind you on the uplifting way. They quick to like just be like, you see, I knew you was fronting. You see, I knew you was a fraud. They be like, you see, I knew you was faking. You see, that's what they do. But people watch you. People watch everybody. Yo, what's good? Celebrities get watched. Everybody get watched. People's always watching. So at the end of the day, you gotta be mindful. You know. And I said I was gonna leave you with the Malcolm X stuff. And I remember there's a bar from Sue Surf, right? Sue Surf said, he said, but how you feel, how he fell. He said if that's your little bro, then you mold him. So how you feel when he fell? He only know the stupid shit you showed him. That shit is real shit. You know what I'm saying? That shit is real shit. He said, how you feel when he fell? He only know the stupid shit you showed him. That's real shit. People watching you. Even if you don't tell them to do this, they watching what you do. So when you running around and doing whatever you're doing, they watching you. So this is the things that we got to think about. If we got kids, you can't tell your kids don't smoke cigarettes and you smoke cigarettes. They watching you. You smoking weed in the crib. I know you probably don't have a problem with weed, but it's like, do you really want your kids to be just in that culture of just smoking weed all the time? Like, I be seeing some videos, some of these girls have children, and they be like smoking around their kids. Their kids be like 2 years old, and they just out there, oh, it's just weed. Like, you know, weed is okay. It's cool. Like, it's natural. Tobacco is natural, too. Tobacco is natural, too. You know what I'm saying? But, you know, it's a lot of natural shit that can kill you. You know what I'm saying? Not saying that weed kills people. I'm not saying that. But what I'm saying is, like, the concept of, oh, it's natural, so it's okay. There's a whole bunch of natural stuff out here that can kill you. But anyway, you know what I'm saying? I think this is the end. I'm gonna go chill, enjoy my nice little sunny day. It's nice. You know, I got a nice little view. You know what I mean? I'm talking about. But if you could travel, man, travel, man. Not spend your money on some. I wear simple stuff, man. You know what I'm saying? I wear simple stuff. Half the time, I'm wearing the same shit. You know what I'm saying? But not because I don't got money, not because I can't buy something. It just doesn't matter. You know what I'm saying? Doesn't matter. You know what I mean? It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter what I wear. You know what I'm saying? Like Sue Surf, another thing. Sue Surf said this, right? He said, see, I'm calling Sue Surf, man. You know, these dudes be spitting some real stuff in their bars, man. He said, why I'm showing up for her? She can't even pronounce it. He was like, these was expensive. Why I'm going to announce it? Why I'm showing up for her? She can't even pronounce it. That's real shit. We be so caught up. We be so caught up in showing off. We be so caught up. Some people just want to show off and you can't even afford it. Like, you know, there's a saying, I don't know if Jay-Z said this, but it was like, yo, if you can't buy it twice or 3 times, then you can't afford it. You know what I'm saying? A lot of times we get iPhones, we chase new phones and we can't even buy the whole thing. We put it on the lease. You know what I'm saying? We put it on the lease. You know what I'm saying? We put it on the lease for what? Like, what you putting it on the lease for? And like, that just shows you, some people do that just cause, don't get me wrong, and then some people do that because you know you can't get the phone. You know you can't afford it. If you can't go to the store and pay full for it, this is not a house. You're not buying a house. You know what I'm saying? This is not a house. This is not like, oh, I'm buying a house. That's something that's going to appreciate in value. You know, something that's going to give me equity. Something, you know, you're not buying a crib. And the crib makes sense. You're going to buy a phone, a liability. A few years from now, they're gonna make a new phone. Matter of fact, not even a few years. 2 months from now, they're gonna make a new phone. Cause this is how they're making these phones now. So you chasing these phones for what? You chasing these $1,000 phones for what? And then you want the new one, you want the next one. It don't make sense. But guess what? You can't tell them. You can't tell them it's not their fault. It's the white man. The white man. The goddamn white man. God is like this. Let me sip my water, man. It's the goddamn white man's fault. He did all this. He did all this for 400 years. 400 years. 400 years. And I get it. I get it. People came out of slavery. They was together, right? That's why I don't believe in Jim Crow. That's why I don't believe in the Willie Lynch syndrome. Because look, after slavery, black people got it together. They built, they were segregated. They built, they had middle class suburbs. They controlled a lot of stuff. They was getting degrees. They was doing a lot of things. Black people was doing their thing. Black people was doing their thing. And I get it. The white man did come, burn down the neighborhoods. They did certain things. But then there's also people sold their properties. There's also that, right? They didn't have the knowledge. I get it. But people sold certain stuff. Quick buck. Sometimes we look at quick buck, man. And it's the same thing today. We trying to make a quick buck, fast dollar. A lot of people trying to make a fast dollar. So, it's just symptomatic. I get it. I do get it. Trust me, I do get the other things. But you're not going to change because you got to change your philosophy. You can't keep blaming. I know he is doing stuff. And listen to me. I know there are stuff that are being done. But guess what? There's something about the people. Exactly. The victim mentality is a self-destructive mentality. And they look across the ghetto, look everywhere. Yo, dudes, you know what's so crazy? Even the drug dealers back in the day used to give out turkeys, right? They used to give out certain stuff. They used to give out school supplies. They used to do certain things. We don't do that no more. It's not a lot of money no more on the block, but I'm just saying, look at the mindset. These other drug dealers, they had a different philosophy. They had a different mindset. You know what I'm saying? Mindset, philosophy. You got to change your philosophy, man. You're not going to change nothing until you change your philosophy, until you start thinking different, or until you start seeing different things. You're not going to change. You're not going to change. Dudes go to jail all the time, front. They be like, I'm going to change, man. I'm different now. Front. You be front. Exactly. I'm saying we got to be, come on, man. We got to, cool. I know the white man doing this, but cool. What can I do to help myself? And I get it. It creates hopelessness. People be like, fuck it, why am I going to do anything? I might as well just, you know what I'm saying? They just going to destroy you. Why am I going to do anything? And that's why I said, in some ways, it's easier to go somewhere alone. Like, all that shit about go together, I don't think white folks is ever going to let black people do anything together as a whole and help us and allow us to uplift people because they scared. They don't want us to get into power. They don't want us as a collective unit to get into the seat of power because they know they did some foul stuff. They know they did some wild stuff. So they scared. They scared. They don't want us to get into power because they know or they feel that black people is going to take retribution. They know that. You know what I'm saying? So or they feel that. I'm not going to say they know. Wa alaikum salam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. But what I'm saying is this. We just got to be accountable, man. Yes, I know this is going on. I know I got obstacles. I know I got certain things that's going to be against me. I know I got a felony. Excuse me. I got a felony. You think I'm going to stop trying to get a legal job and go to the street because I got a felony, because they're not hiring, because they just, they're going to discriminate? I couldn't get housing for a long time because I have a felony. You think I'm going to be like, you know what? I'm going to just be homeless. I'm going to just sleep on the train because I got a felony and they're not letting me get a house. Or again, this is things that the white man created. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? This is things that the white man created this, right? Cool. I get that. But at the same time, am I going to sit there and be like, you know what? I'm not going to go look for work because I got a felony. I'm not going to go look for housing because I got a felony. I'm not going to try to work hard because I got a felony. I'm not going to go to school because I got a felony. No, I'm not gonna tell myself that. But some people do. And I'm not saying it's their fault, but all I'm trying to push you to think differently. You got to get a different philosophy. That's all I'm trying to say. I'm not saying it's your fault for whatever conditions, whatever situations that you, whatever traps you fell into, because there's a lot of traps laid out for us. That's just the honesty. And at the same time, we got to do something different, folks. Word. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? So that's all I'm doing. I'm just sharing information. Some people are not going to watch it to the end. Some people get triggered. Some people feel certain type of way. All I'm trying to do is help us, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not at the place where I want to be, but I'm definitely in a way better spot than I used to be. Word. So, make sure y'all be safe out there and y'all stay blessed, because there's a lot of crazy stuff going on. Word. Peace.